God of War is killing Xbox. Well, at least according to a litany of crackheads on Twitter. So, here's the deal, guys. Obviously, I'm back. My first video in a while. I still don't have my PC back. I've had so many problems. I've ordered a new one. You know the spiel, especially if you've checked out RDX Podcast. If you haven't, please do. I'll link it down below. I'm working on a laptop right now, so excuse the lack of editing. But in the meantime, I feel like I've got to get some opinions out there about God of War. I haven't been able to do any of this stuff, and it's been killing me in a video form anyway. So God of War, Microsoft, Phil Spencer reacts to all of the positive God of War reviews. The thing is sitting at a 95 right now on Metacritic, one of the highest rated games of all time. And actually, I'm looking forward to God of War. It's giving me a reason to boot up my Pro. It's been about 7 months before the other day, before I've even turned the thing on. And I'm looking forward to playing God of War. Full disclosure, and you know what? I think that's absolutely fine. If any guy on an Xbox channel tells you it's not cool to talk about God of War, it's not cool to be hyped or excited for God of War, it's not cool to play God of War because it's a PlayStation game, man, I'm going to unsubscribe from that motherfucker right now because it's not logical. You like what you like. I like shit like God of War. Was a fan of the older ones. This new one looks great to me. That's just my opinion. So, now that we got that out of the way, is it killing Xbox? Is Kratos curve stomping the shit out of an Xbox right now? No, I don't think so. And I see where these guys are coming from. Look, God of War came out 95, blah, blah, blah. We've heard it a million times. Trust me, we've heard it a million times. It is what it is. God of War looks phenomenal. But is that going to stop people from playing every game on the Xbox One X instead? Why would they go from an Xbox One X down to a PS4 Pro when you've got games running at double the resolution plus additional settings many of the times? You're not going to downgrade all of your multiplats because an exclusive came out on the PS4 Pro. At least that's my logic as an Xbox guy. Kratos gives me a reason to boot up my Pro, as I stated earlier, not a reason to switch over to PlayStation. So once again, do I want games like that on a Microsoft platform? Of course. Are they one-and-done titles? Of course not. I played Arkham City several times. I'm still playing that game 7 years later. And that might make me seem odd. I don't know. I just enjoy the game. And I think God of War is one of those games that's worth owning. So it's actually the first game I've ever bought digitally for PlayStation. And don't worry, I did not put my debit card information into that thing again. I got some car. I did it to Safeway. I used the internet condom. So, long story short, guys, God of War looks great. But is it killing Xbox? Does he have Phil Spencer in a headlock? No, he doesn't. I think Phil replying to all of the great reviews saying that, hey, single-player games are important to us. We are working on these. And some of these single-player games have multiplayer, just like The Last of Us. That's not a bad thing. But at the same time, he says they also take time to produce. And that's absolutely a fact. So, depending on what they're trying to do here, we may get some single-player story-driven titles. And I know I hear it now, well, I don't like these games that I only put, 15, 20 hours into. I just want multiplayer. Well, to me, every game has multiplayer these days. I'm looking for some single-player, high-quality stuff to balance that out. I didn't hear people complaining with Assassin's Creed or Witcher, and I get it, those are big RPGs, but they're also memorable experiences. I didn't hear people complaining with Inside. 4 hours of Inside left more with me as an experience than 40 hours of something like Sea of Thieves. And I do not regret spending the money on that game. I would buy it at full price today if I didn't already own it. It's a great game. So games like Hellblade, if you're looking for a unique experience, may not be the most fast-paced game in the universe, but it is definitely worth $30. 7-hour campaign. I just really appreciate the experiences and the memories that these games can leave with me. Not necessarily, how many hours can I grind in the damn multiplayer? That shit's old. It's old. It's been being done for 5-6 years straight now. That's all people have been focusing on. So Microsoft in particular should focus on these narrative-style story games. And some people still might be thinking that I'm off my rocker here, but then they'll go enjoy Rise Son of Rome. They'll go talk about Quantum Break and how great that game was. So once again, when people ask you about the original Xbox, what is it that you tell them you loved about that console besides the online? You think about those games, like I hear Brute Force, I hear MechAssault, I hear, the exclusives of that generation. I never hear, well, GTA, Call of Duty. It's always the exclusives that leave that memory in people's heads. That's what they go back to. And this generation, particularly this year, I'm looking to see some big news out of E3. And when it comes to God of War, it's okay to give props, guys. It really is. I promise. It's completely fine to look for that game and to play the fuck out of it until you're done with it. 14, 20 hours, I'll be done. I'll be back on the Xbox One X playing every single other game there is. So, once again, that's just my take on it. So honestly, guys, I'd like to know what you guys think down below. Honestly, I'm not a doom and gloom guy, right? I don't think the Redmond campus is going to spontaneously combust on Friday when God of War comes out. I just don't. I think every platform has its place, and every platform has its games, and it really depends on what kind of gamer you are. But obviously, some games do stand out, and I think God of War is one of those. And I think that's honestly 100% fine. It is what it is. We'll see what Microsoft do. I am excited for E3. Let me know what you think down below. And of course, patrons, doing a double game giveaway next month. The game giveaway codes are on my old hard drive that's being transferred to the new build when it gets in. I'm a little behind there, but I promise I will make it up to you. And of course, for the supporters that have been sticking around for me, thank you so much. Hit that like button if you want to help spread the word. Maybe the message, maybe if you agree that one or maybe even 2 or 3 exclusives doesn't really change your preferred platform. Maybe it's about more than just a few games. Maybe it's about your friends, the ecosystem, features, things like that, Let's really expand our minds when it comes to why you should play where and what does what right. Because it really is opinion and perspective. So, let me know. I'm out.